Well, so much for Buffalo's 6-game losing streak. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You've come to talk with me again. Sens lose 4-2 to the Buffalo Sabres.
How are the young guys now? I finally did it! I scored again! Quit taking penalties!
The Sens are gonna blow this game. Way to tie up the stick in front. Not.
Well done. Just well done. You better believe we're gonna be having a penalty chat at the end of this one.
What a time to be alive! What a long and brutal season that was.
This team, man!
Wasn't the winning thing so much nicer? It's not like Ottawa was awful last night. They're on the second night of a back-to-back, and it showed. They just weren't quite totally in it energy-wise. As always though, let's kick things off with lineup changes. With the Sens on the second night of a back-to-back, they made just one extremely unsurprising change to their lineup as they swapped goalies out. Anders Nilsson got the night off, and Craig Anderson got the start. But before we get into the actual game itself, before puck drop, there was a special pregame ceremony as Buffalo was celebrating Hockey Fights Cancer Night. Cancer is a terrible disease that affects us all. You may have never had it, but you probably don't have to look far to find somebody who has. Maybe it's a parent, or a sibling, or a grandparent, or an aunt and uncle, or a cousin. Somebody in your family has probably had cancer at some point in their life. And the really disgusting thing about cancer is it's not like the common cold or flu where after a while you'll eventually get better. With cancer, sometimes it can be terminal. And most of the people who know somebody with cancer probably know somebody who lost their battle with cancer. If or when the day comes that we have a safe cure for cancer, and I'm not talking about chemotherapy or radiation because they're not exactly good for you, that will be a great day because we'll finally start to see people being saved from something they had no business getting in the first place. Nobody deserves to have cancer, nobody should have cancer, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. If you are battling with the disease right now, please know that you have a lot of people in your corner, and let's hope you make a full recovery. As for the game itself, the teams combined for 3 first-period power plays. The Sabres get 7 shots on their 2 power plays. Ottawa gets 3 shots of their own, but thanks to some outstanding saves by the goaltenders, neither team can find the back of the net. We head to the first intermission, with the game still tied 0-0. But a minute and a half into period 2, Anthony Duclair turns the puck over, Jack Eichel gets it in the neutral zone, he wheels into the Sens zone, hits the face-off dot on the right side of the ice, fires a wrister over the shoulder of Craig Anderson, and it's 1-0 Buffalo. And after a pretty solid first period from Eichel, he finally gets on the board early in period 2. As for the Sens defensively though, there wasn't anything Anderson was going to do to stop that. It was just an incredible Eichel shot. And DeMello, I really liked what he did, forcing Eichel to shoot the puck. But this whole play started with Duclair's turnover at the Buffalo Sabres blue line. You cannot do that. That puck has to get in deep. It didn't, and it ended up in the back of the Sens net. But a few minutes later, the Sens get a power play, and the new quarterback of their power play makes a terrific feed to set up a goal, and we're tied at 1. Logan Brown gets the puck on the left side of the Sabres zone. He kind of opens up some space in the middle, fires a cross-ice past Anthony Duclair. He one-times one into the empty net, and it's 1-1. Logan Brown cannot for the life of him buy a goal, but he keeps making terrific plays to set up goals. It's kind of ironic. One of the things one of my buddies and I have argued about a lot over the last few years is Logan Brown's skating ability. And one of my arguments was, who cares if he's not the greatest skater? Joe Thornton was never a great skater, and he still had all kinds of assists. Well, so far this season, Logan Brown can't score any goals, but he's setting up a bunch of assists. Sure, Logan Brown is nowhere near at the point in his career right now where Joe Thornton was when he was in his prime. But if you look at their numbers, Thornton used to get like 10 goals and 80 assists. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Logan Brown gets like 3 goals and 50 assists. That was a nifty little feed from what a bunch of the Sens are saying is their best power play specialist. And for the first time all season, the Sens have a power play goal in back-to-back games. But barely 3.5 minutes later, 9 strikes again. McCabe feeds it up the ice to Olsen. He takes it in the Sens zone, drops it for Eichel. Eichel hits the top of the circles in the middle of the ice, fires a wrister by Anderson, and it's 2-1 Buffalo. Alright, I know Eichel can shoot the puck, but can you make a save, please? That's now 2 straight shots from at least 20 feet out that weren't screened, weren't deflected, and still cleanly beat the goaltender. Like I said, I know Eichel can shoot the puck, but that's just inexcusable. Fortunately for the Sens, they don't let Eichel shoot the puck again in the second period, and we head to the third with Buffalo still in front 2-1. And even better, 2 minutes into the third, Ron Hainsey fires a shot from the blue line on goal, Tyler Ennis tips it in front, it beats Ullmark, and it's 2-2. And after going 5 games without a goal, Ennis now has goals in back-to-back games. That's a big goal too, as it gets the Sens tied early in the third. Now all they have to do is just kind of manage the game the rest of the way. Oh, and don't let Eichel shoot. The Sens have some chances, can't find the back of the net, and 10 minutes after they tie the game, Jack Eichel picks up the puck, wheels through the neutral zone into the Sens zone, stops at the left faceoff circle, fires a wrister by the short side of Craig Anderson, and it's 3-2 Buffalo. And the Jack attack is back. Man, would it be nice to get a save there. Or on the second Eichel goal, or on the first Eichel goal. Any of them. But nope. Eichel has 3, and the Sabres have a 3-2 lead. Then in the final minute, Anthony Duclair turns the puck over in the neutral zone, Jack Eichel picks it up, fires it down the ice, hits the empty net, and it's Jack Eichel 4, Ottawa 2. And that's how things would end, as the Sabres skate away with a 4-2 win. So last year, Ottawa comes into Buffalo early in the season and loses 9-2. This year, they lose 2-9. Jack Eichel scores all 4 Sabres goals and basically single-handedly carries Buffalo to a win. Let's just get into good news, bad news. Ottawa wasn't terrible last night considering they were on the second night of a back-to-back with travel against a rested team, and that is the good news. Ottawa isn't necessarily a great hockey team, but they work hard, and that was never more evident than last night. Ottawa wasn't great last night, but they came on the road on the second night of a back-to-back against a Buffalo team who didn't play the night before and was frustrated after losing 6 in a row, and they still had a chance to win that hockey game. Really, the difference in the game comes down to Buffalo has a guy like Jack Eichel, and Ottawa doesn't. That could change next year if Ottawa ends up with a guy like Alexis Lafreniere, but until then, this kind of skill deficit is bound to hurt Ottawa every game or two. It did in this one, but it wasn't down to a lack of effort, as the Sens played not bad considering they were on the road on the second night of a back-to-back against a rested team, and that is the good news. Now, for the bad news. The Sens turned the puck over way too many times last night, and that is the bad news. Ottawa had 12 giveaways last night and allowed Buffalo 6 other takeaways. That's 18 times that Ottawa was turning the puck over to Buffalo. That's just not going to do it. A few of Buffalo's goals were a direct result of Ottawa turnovers, and that's just digging a hole that you're never going to get out of. I know hockey and football aren't exactly the same thing, but ask an NFL team how well it goes when they turn the football over a bunch of times. If you turn over the football in the NFL, you're more likely than not going to win. And if you turn over the puck in hockey, you're not going to win there either. Ottawa turned the puck over way too many times last night, and at least 2 of those turnovers resulted directly in Buffalo goals. And that is the bad news. Next up, the Sens continue their 3-game road trip on Tuesday when they visit the Detroit Red Wings. That contest will be the second of 4 meetings on the season between the two teams, with the Sens currently leading the head-to-head thanks to a 5-2 win in Ottawa in October. Since that contest though, the Sens have gone 7-5, while Detroit's gone 4-6-3. The Sens have been slightly the better team of late, so hopefully that continues in this one. That's it for this video. Hit like if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share it with your friends, and today's question is, how long will it be until Logan Brown gets his first NHL goal? Let me know what you think down below, and we'll see you Tuesday night when the Sens visit the Detroit Red Wings.